Hello everyone, this is Aquarius Amethyst. It's been a while since I've uploaded a video, and I've been compelled to do this one for a couple of months. Back in January, I was originally going to make, some announcements on a couple of the things that I'm going to be doing on my channel and speaking about, which of course is going back to the original intent I had for this channel to begin with before I got railroaded by a few things that served as an inconvenience to me. While my enemies would probably like you to believe they are the reason for booting me off of YouTube or whatever the case may be, I can tell you they are none of the reasons why I haven't been around. Like I said before, I'm not one of those content creators that's going to be binging with uploading videos like that. I upload content as I'm led to. I'm not for entertainment purposes. I'm not, so I don't come on here to be entertaining. I come on here to be educational. And a couple of things I want to get into is what does prophecy at this current time mean for the children of Israel, our people? Holy Spirit, if you rise up and give me utterance and help me to deliver these messages that I need to deliver. Sometimes I get sidetracked a bit. It comes with the territory of ADHD, I guess. And sometimes I, get a little bit fuzzy with my mental organization. So what happened is Pluto went into Aquarius, I think a couple of weeks ago or so. And it's going to be staying there for the next 20 years. And what this is going to do is deliver a heavy karmic blow all over the planet. Good and bad karma. This is the year of karma. 2024 is the year of karma. What I've been witnessing in my personal situation and in the situation of people close to me is that their enemies have been being dealt with. There's a lot of cycles that are closing out. Pluto in Aquarius came during the time the children of Israel fell. And I got that information from a channel called Black Judah. He calls himself Black Judah. I'm going to send a link to his videos in the description box below. And if you listen to what he says, he is saying a lot of things that I have been telling all of you. One thing can't nobody sit up here and say is that I am a false prophet. Everything that I have said has happened, opposed to some that like to run their mouth. But I'm not here to even give focus to the people that gave me an issue in Terrorland anymore. They don't matter because they're going to be dealt with like every other karmic I see being dealt with. But I will say this. You're losing power. You're losing power, and I know that for a fact. And and if you look at it from this angle, This is why I'm bringing up Pluto in Aquarius, because that's what Pluto is. It deals with death and rebirth. And it brings the energy with it of you reap what you sow. A lot of y'all are about to get paid back a lot of shit you've done to people. The elites, the powers that sit on top, are losing their power. They're losing their powers. So if they're losing their grip on humanity, what do you think that spells for you witches? If they are losing power, then what does that tell you about your damn selves? You're losing power. I see a lot of situations closing out. I see a lot of enemies being dealt with. A lot of things in this hour are being exposed. The Most High has a testimony against you people. This is not just from an elite standpoint. A lot of you people are not going to be partaking in the next stage of the kingdom that's to come, because it's the kingdom of Jesus Christ. And a lot of you have not accepted him as your personal Lord and Savior. A lot of you have not turned away from your wicked ways. Some of you can't. Some of you can't. The ark has closed on some of y'all. So there's that. Everything that's happening right now as far as prophecy is concerning the Israelite people. They have all these fake events. And I'll tell you, back in December, a little bit before Christmas, the Most High told, when the thing that took place with Israel, try to follow me. I know I'll be all over the place a bit. But the thing with Israel going on right now, I can't say exactly what I specifically picked up, but I felt a very grayish cloud over Israel last year before things even popped off. When I was making a video about Beyonce going under judgment for all the wickedness that she be doing. Even though they're controlling her and she's basically a slave. She doesn't have any real rights to her own life. Like, she's their slave. I will share that video from my YouTube channel. I'm not from my YouTube channel, from my TikTok channel. Because I'm mainly on TikTok nowadays. So, when I was doing this video, I said, because a lot of people said that Beyonce was going to die. Now, I said in the video, I think she will eventually be judged by the Most High accordingly, because of the wickedness that she's being used to do. And I seen her concert, a vision of a concert, and it was taking place. I said, it's Israel. I said, I keep seeing the Israeli flag. And then look what's happening in Israel right now. Sometimes my gifts show me fragments of things. And sometimes they don't make sense when I see them until much later on. So, all this stuff going on in Palestine and Israel and all these wars and rumors of wars, they're basically, the Most High told me smoke and mirrors. He told me that I am to come to him concerning anything that I hear from now on. Don't believe it, just come to him and he will confirm if it is true or not. I advise you to do the same. He said, everything, he said smoke and mirrors. That's basically what he said. They're doing all these little funny little events to make it look like it's biblically about them when it really isn't. All the prophecies that you need to be paying attention to is with the Israelite people, not the Gentiles. The only thing proclaiming to their prophecy is the Most High coming for their ass for what they did to us. Their gods can't help them out of this. So if y'all are on here, you tarot card readers, are still worshiping these other deities and thinking that these other deities are your gods, you need to hang it up. Did you even know that back when COVID-19 hit, that Eastern Indians were throwing their idols out of windows because they felt forsaken by these false idols because of what was happening, because the world shut down? That was done on purpose. Is it a coincidence that back in 2019 was the final year of our captivity and God started to turn his face back to his people? At this point, if you have not turned from your wicked ways, from these idols and from tarot cards and all this other stuff, and have not come back to the Most High, you're on the wrong side of biblical prophecies and prophecy period. Like, you're on the wrong side of prophecy. You're on the wrong side. And if you go on Big Judas channel, he goes into how a lot of you can't come back, and Israel and Gentile alike, because you got on one hand Israelites, true Israelite people that sold out to these other nations. So you're locked in. You got your blessing in this kingdom. If y'all sold out in this kingdom, you drunk from that cup of iniquity, you got your blessing. This kingdom, this Gentile kingdom is about to be fulfilled. They got this was their blessing. I'll tell you one thing I know in tarot land that ain't demonic, and that is astrology. Hebrews were big when it came to astrology. I'm telling you, y'all don't know the truth about history. Y'all read these books and y'all just take it and run with it. Y'all read these books from other nations and just take it and run with it. You don't use no ounce of discernment of spirit. But yet you're so spiritual. Yet y'all call yourselves goddesses and queens. Most of you are younger than me and ain't even lived life long enough to even be sitting there titling yourself. A lot of y'all have self-proclaimed titles. What have you heard me say about myself? I am an Israelite woman from the tribe of Gad. I didn't give myself any special titles. A lot of you haven't even done your shadow work. That's why you're constantly jealous of people that you do tarot card readings for. That's how I got caught up in the wrong crowd, because they get jealous. They see stuff that the Most High has for you and they become envious. I know I haven't been for the past several years, whatever tarot card readings I've gotten, I know I have not been told the full truth about everything they saw in those cards. I can promise you I know that. And you got to question if they're telling you everything that they see too. This is why I said you can't trust all readers, especially young ones in their 20s, mainly young ones in their 20s and early 30s, simply because they have not done their shadow work. They still live in wicked. They still live in filthy. So even if you do need to get tarot card readings, which I don't recommend, I don't know. But that darkness is about to get cleared up. This is like what we're seeing in Earth right now is you witnessing the fall of the Gentile nations. I've told you. I've told y'all. Everything, if you go back to all my other videos, I drop nuggets of things like this. And then I come across Big Judah, which I found out about this channel a couple of months ago. A little bit towards the end of 2023. And a lot of stuff he was saying, I have said, or I have felt like I've been said, we're not being told the truth about how biblical prophecies are being explained to us about the mark of the beast and the Antichrist and stuff. All that stuff already happened. They stole a lot of our books. A lot of them didn't even have this knowledge until they destroyed our people. Y'all dick ride the ancient Egyptians so damn bad, and you're not even getting the fact that they didn't even know shit about astrology and astronomy and things of that nature until Abraham went over there and taught them this. Y'all think Hebrew people, see, that's the thing about the enemy, about these Gentile nations that are wicked and that are confederate against us, spoken in Psalms 83. They sit there and try to downplay like we were just in the desert and just wore raggedy clothes and all this type of stuff, and we didn't have a writing system. We didn't have hieroglyphics and pictures and stuff. They hide a lot of that stuff because, first of all, the hieroglyphics are going to show you people that look like us. And the gig is to keep us from understanding who we are and our heritage and what we've done for this planet. The other nations used to come to us for all knowledge. We had this knowledge. We've been had this knowledge. We taught the Egyptians, but they'll have you believe it was the other way around. Everything that you think about Egypt is great is because our people who was living there for a time and was enslaved there for a time is what made it great. We were giving them the knowledge of things of that nature. Y'all think that these other nations are so enlightened. They're not as spiritually intelligent as you think they are. Why do you think we're God's chosen people? Why do you think that they're jealous of us? You got to use logic now. Use your common sense. Please, people. Why do Gentile nations, if they think they're so much better than us, why do they have a problem with us? Because they know the greatness that is in our people. It's that we forgot about how great we are. We go to these other nations is because we've been made desolate. For the very reason, for entertaining these false gods in these false deity systems. Y'all sitting there doing the very thing that put us in bondage to begin with. And if you keep aligning yourself with these gods, you're getting cut off. Like I said before, a lot of you can't even get out of it because you're under a contract now because y'all took the 30 pieces of silver. I've been trying to tell y'all. Y'all want to put spells on your fellow sisters. You want to put spells on innocent bystanders over men. Men that ain't even worth it. Men that aren't even worth it. Nothing that I say y'all can throw back in my face. Because one thing about me is I live and learn and I can grow. If any spell work y'all done concerning my twin flame situation, I can tell you right now, part of y'all did me a favor. Part of y'all did me a favor. But I think you'd be surprised to learn that I blame him more than I blame y'all, though. I'm going to leave it up to your imagination on where I'm going with that. Because I'm not going to drop all nuggets concerning that situation. I will say this. Not all twin flames are going to end up together. But that don't mean I don't support twin flames. I still support twin flames. See, that's what a lot of people see. That's what, twin flames, some twin flames, which there aren't that many, tend to get bitter over those that are meant to be in union. I'm going to tell you right now, whether I end up with my twin flame or not, you haven't stopped shit. If my twin flame had y'all going crazy, my twin flame connection had y'all going crazy, God help me if y'all saw the connection I had with my daughter's father, which was even stronger than that. I'm an Aquarius. We live and we learn. We're going to ask questions and we're going to show us things and tell us things until it makes sense to us. We need things to fit. We need to cross all the T's and dot all the I's and make sure things fit and are connected. All twin flame connections aren't all powerful either. Like what I'm learning. Some soulmate connections are more strongly bonded than twin flame connections. It can happen. It's life. Also, twin flames aren't like we put twin flames on this perfect pedestal. We're human like everyone else. We sin like everybody else. Yes, twin flame can be a narcissist, an abusive person, a deadbeat dad, a person that deals with gambling, a person that can be on drugs. A person that can be, I can tell you, I had a quite a fucked up time with the decisions that I made back in my early 20s. Not all twin flames are going to make it. And by that, I don't mean not all twin flames are even going to probably make it into the kingdom of heaven. We're human. Some souls get lost. It happens. But that's because y'all listening to these Gentiles tell you about who twin flames are instead of actually going to the Most High and learning about what this really is. So you out here believing all this bullshit. See, y'all wasn't going to sit up here and lie to me. I was going to find out the truth. I was going to find out the truth. Y'all can report this video back to whoever the hell you want to. If any enemy is on my channel, why the fuck are you on here to begin with anyway? I literally don't visit their channels anymore because I don't have a reason to. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Because the Most High is about to do whatever. He's dealing with the elite. What makes you think he's not coming for you? He's coming. I already seen a few of my friends that was dealing with karmic situations. They karmics are being brought down. I mean, quick. Judgment is happening quick against you bitches. Like, it's here. Like, y'all all thought y'all have the attitude that the Gentile nations' forefathers had against us. They enslaved us. They did more than what they were supposed to do. We were never actually supposed to lose the knowledge of who we were. That was a curse. But it did happen, and while it happened, Most High told the Gentiles what they were allowed to do and what they weren't. But you will come to know that they did more than what they were supposed to do. They went way too far. They went way too far. I've had plenty of videos speaking about the Gentile nations. I've did plenty of videos with other people about, concerning Gentile nations and the history of Israelites. Biblical prophecies, everything that you know about biblical prophecies and what they taught you, I'm telling you right now, throw it out of the window. I hate to say this, but you're going to have to start from scratch. Maybe there's still time for you to learn it. I mean, I'm pretty sure there is, maybe. But everything that y'all think y'all know about prophecy, especially coming out of the Christian church and coming out from these elites' mouth, these Jesuits, you need to throw it out of the window and start from scratch. I told y'all there was no pre-tribulation rapture. You think the Most High is going to rapture a bunch of Gentiles up after they done destroyed the Hebrews? And they think they get a free ride out of this? Nah. Well, back to my point I was trying to make. Y'all act like the forefathers. Yeah, like I said, y'all act like the Gentiles' forefathers from hundreds of years ago. They were okay with doing all of this. See, they knew the whole time that they were going to get fucked over in the end. Not even fucked over. No, I ain't going to say that. They knew that they were going to get their tail handed to them by the Most High. Because the Most High ain't got to fuck over nobody. He's God. He's a perfect judge. He answers to no one. So basically they sold their own bloodlines out to serve the devil, to have control over the power, or to have control over the land and resources. They sold their souls for this. They sold their bloodlines out. They were okay doing this because they weren't the generation that paid for it. The generation that's now and the one coming, they're gonna be they basically signed a slavery docket against their own people. A lot of these Gentiles, what y'all did to us when y'all came over here, you kicked us off of our own land. We couldn't take nothing. That's what's going to happen to you. That's going to happen to you. I'm telling you this Pluto in Aquarius, I'm telling you right now, if you're evil and wicked and have done wicked to people, and you, I'm telling you, it's not going to be pretty. The judgment on your ass is not about to look pretty. I'm telling you right now. I would start being very worried if I were you. You don't need the tarot cards are not going to help you out of this one. This is what they even know. They're afraid. The people in higher ups are afraid of the Most High. Don't let them act like they aren't. They're afraid of him. Why do you think they never wanted us to wake up? They know that there is nothing that they can do once God turned his face back to his people. Why do you think throughout, look at the biblical history. Every time they enslaved us, they forbidden us to read the Torah and the Tanakh or have any of our customs that will serve and worship our God, so he would not hear our cries and hear our voice. So they could keep us bounded to them, because they know that when we're at the bottom, they're at the top. When we're at the top, they are at the bottom. And they really did believe that their kingdom would last forever. This is why you go on social media. There is a Edomite nurse on social media. I don't know if y'all came across this nurse. Her and her husband making 6 figures a year, and they still can't make ends meet. They're crying about not being able to make ends meet. Yeah, this privilege is done. It's over. Y'all need to start looking at the right things right now, because I don't think y'all really are. This shit is over. And whatever Gentile nation, it ain't even just Edomites. It's Gentile nations, period, that were dumb enough to get in bed with Edomites. That can't, they can't wake up out of this. They're sold to this system. So a lot of you can't wake up. A lot of you can't be a part of the wickedness. Some people, at first I just thought it was just ignorance or whatever the case may be. Understand, if you are woke and you have turned your loyalty and dedications back to the Most High, understand that is a privilege and a blessing and a mercy that the Most High is giving you. So don't take it for granted, because not everybody has this, and some of them aren't doing it not because they're willingly doing it. Some people can't. Some people cannot be a part of this because they sold out to this Gentile system. They sold out to this kingdom that was for a few. For many. The next kingdom is only for a few. There's only a remnant of people between Jews and Gentiles that are making it into the next phase. And then y'all are going to become servants to this kingdom that's to come. A lot of y'all on a massive level is about to get kicked off of the American continent. They lied to y'all, to us, about a lot of stuff. I'm probably running out of, I don't know if it'll let me go over an hour. That's why I break down my videos into, into like parts. So I'm going to just end on this note right here, and I'm going to upload another video. So stay tuned.